finished writing like a third draft with Randall Wallace, who of course wrote the Braveheart script, and it's about the Vikings. And
is it based on any of the actual Viking stuff, or did y'all create a story?
I made a story up, and then Randall got together and he helped me make more of it. It was like these guys, you know, you sit in your kitchen and eat and you talk about it and you write it down, and it's phenomenal. I can't wait to get my claws on it.
Adrian, any plans for next project for you?
I'm doing a KFC commercial. Launching my commercial career, where I do weddings as well. So
will you shoot weddings in the same style as Get the Gringo?
Only in Mexico.
Okay.
It's like a peck and paw wedding.
What's better than that, right? You know, I mean, cake, blood, guts. For Stacy from John Doe in Miami.
I know.
Yeah, it's Kevin Spacey, right? What was the inspiration for this film?
Well, initially Mel had an idea about an American who was, you know, he had images of a high-speed chase going to the border, and he had read a lot about Mexican prisons and kind of was inspired by them, and you know, how gritty and how different they could be. So we started doing research on it and writing the story.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Japanese feudal system. It's really, or you know, in a lot of places, there are still prisons like that in Colombia, probably even Mexico.
Well, remember when we scout the first time we scouted this prison?
It was full.
It was an active prison, and there were kids, women, and you know, and men.
So I mean, how fictionalized would you say the version of the prison that y'all shot was versus what y'all saw when you saw the prison full? Is it basically the same?
I think it's a true representation of what El Pueblito was.
Right.
To actually see some of that live in this prison, you know, was inspiring. But you know, the real inspiration was the real El Pueblito, which was, you know, was like that. Definitely.
Yeah, and you know, those were amazing, those places, because I mean, you told me a story, and this is, you know, we read it and it was like, wow, 5 Chinese guys got arrested trying to smuggle a hay bale full of marijuana out of Mexico. They got thrown into El Pueblito. In 4 weeks, they had a restaurant up and running inside. and people used to come from the outside to eat it.
And I heard lawyers that had been arrested with due law in the prison and everything.
Absolutely. A guy would murder someone, then go inside to escape detection. I mean, it was crazy.
They had an exchange house because the rate was better in there. Because it was in Tijuana, you know, border town, so people
better drugs, better, you know.
Yeah, the drugs were better quality and better price.
And satellite businesses outside. All these satellite businesses grew up around it.